What's up, gamers, and welcome to another episode of Heroes Charge. I'm a little bit excited right now because I just made a hype Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video, so I'm just on this rush right now. Anyway, whew, man, you gotta check out the other video if you're a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! In general and you like the mobile game, totally hit that up. Right now, we're going to talk about my first impressions of Warhol Level 6. At least that's the first thing I'm going to go over. First impressions, I'm digging it right now. For one reason, Forge level 6. There's finally an equipment that I actually need, that I can get, which is these Frozen Stone that I'm working on right now. It's about to be done in about 38 minutes. This is one of those items that usually takes me a long time to get. Very happy that I'm able to actually use this. If I ever run a Relic or Hades or Feathers of Truth or even Dragon Shoes, I'm probably not going to ever do Dragon Shoes only because um, they're really easy to get, to be honest. A lot of times when you need one item, all you have to do is find a Dragon Shoes reel level, and you can probably get the other item too. So it's kind of a twofer. So I probably won't ever do Dragon Shoes reels, but and this. So this is probably the biggest reason that I'm excited about getting Warhol Level 6, at least for the Forge part of it. Everything else I can get relatively easy. The rest of it's not that big a deal. As a matter of fact, I was actually disappointed in when I got to level 5 because it just the items that you could get, it didn't matter to me. These were items that I could commonly get, you know, and I kind of think they're going to eventually make a Warhol level 7 because I'd like to be able to actually get some red gear. It would probably cost a lot of resources and take more time. I would be okay with that. So I'm pushing because right now I have Warhol level 6, and if you try to level it, it actually says you've reached your max. So can't do it. Um, Currently working on Academy. It's going to take a while. I still got another 21 hours before this is done. Ooh. Do I want to spend over 2,000 gems just to show it? No, I'm not, because 2,000 is a lot. And the monthly hero is about to come out probably in a week or two, so I'm not doing it. I can't get 1,000 gems in a week, about a week or two. I don't know if I can do that. So we're not going to show that off, but looking forward to seeing, the new books that are going to come out, or the books that are going to be new for me for Warhol Level 6. I'm just anxious to see if they're going to have any heroes that I actually want. I also leveled up the Furnace to 6 only because I've been really needing it to help push everything else, as far as leveling up, because it does take quite a bit of effort, and letting the furnace be at level 6 makes it easier. Now they have a maximum of 12,000. Plus, I have more items than I can use, for making good things happen. So, as a matter of fact, I believe some of these items are newer down here at the bottom. I don't remember exactly which ones they are, but I've been really using this a lot to help speed up the process. It comes in handy. I mean, look at some of the stuff I can get. Um, I don't really want to use all of these, but if I wanted to, that's over 300,000, of lumber that I could get right now. Not doing it, but, just kind of giving you guys an idea. Pretty cool, not gonna lie. Matter of fact, I'll actually get rid of some of this just because it's an item that I can commonly get, and I don't want to have my furnace to go to zero. I want to be able to gain a little bit of progress, while it's cooling off. I'm not going to be actually using it for a while, at least until I get about 360k of the lumber and the ore, and then about whatever of the mercury to push for the next thing that I want. Uh, so yeah, first impressions of the Heroes Camp Warhol Level 6. I'm happy with what I'm seeing, mainly for being able to forge certain items. Really, oh, and then I forgot to mention, now that I did push the training field as well. Now that I'm Warhol Level 6, I could level up the training field even higher. I'm not sure what the max is because I just haven't worked on it yet because I'm working on getting everything else to level 6, at least the ones that I care about. But once I get everything else done, I'll push the training field. The max is probably like 40 or 42, something like that, so you can boost your heroes a lot better. But yeah, basically I'm going to work on Academy, and then after that, I'm not even sure if I'm going to do anything else because I don't think leveling the vault's going to matter at that point. I mean, I might do it just for sport, and in the marketplace, I don't know if it's even worth pushing it to 6, to be honest. If you really think that it is worth it, let me know in the comments. But from what I can tell, I don't know that it's going to be really necessary, especially for what it costs. Go ahead and collect my daily stuff for the day, the free stuff, should I say. The hot sale hero is not changed for the month yet, so we're not going to do that this video. Like I said, the biggest reason I wanted to do a video is because I wanted to at least show the starting, first opinions of it, and then kind of move on to some other subjects. So for starters, the War of the Gods has moved to the center, as you guys know. This is actually where the Soul Shop used to be. You probably know by now, but the Soul Shop was actually moved to the chest area. Not chest, I'm sorry, I'm lying to you. They moved it to the merchant area. Basically, you see merchant, you see Rainer's shop, and then you see the soul shop. As a matter of fact, one of my guildmates had messaged me saying, "Hey, the soul shop is gone." I was like, "What?" So I looked and I was like, "Yeah, they replaced it. Why'd they do that?" So I ended up like actually messaging the support team, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's in the merchant shop now." And I clicked on, it and I was like, "Ah, crap!" So I wasted a message making it seem like they're screwing up and they weren't. Kind of feel bad about that. But yeah, so the soul shop is not gone. They just moved it to the merchant shop, the merchant area. So War of the Gods is now in its place. They're just moving things around to make room because we got the boss war here, which is pretty much where War of the Gods used to be. And I'm pretty sure they might do some more expansions as far as where certain things are going to be as they make more game modes. And I like that the Heroes Charge is doing this because when you create more game modes every like year or so, it adds a new freshness to the game. It adds, it gives you a reason to keep playing. Because I'll be honest with you guys, there was a time when I really strongly considered quitting this game. I really did. Matter of fact, when I gave the leadership to my boy Swag, um, I was actually really thinking about just, staying in the background, helping them out for a few months and then leaving. But thankfully, due to, them creating all these game modes, adding, continuing to add more content, more characters, it's kind of rekindled my flame to play the game. So I'm not quitting. It doesn't mean that I want leadership back. So I don't want to give no one the wrong idea. I'm okay with being an officer. But, I'm actually really, really happy about being able to play this game some more. War Boss right now is giving me some really good items. So if you go to like the group rankings, you can see where you're at. I'm pretty sure I showed this off before in a previous video, but just to kind of recap, you basically set up your teams and then you just fight. And then if you go to the rules, it pretty much tells you what the prize payout is. And this is the important part. So you get, shards of whatever hero that they're doing at the time. You also get these little fragments here, which is really cool. The stamina potions. This is what allows you to gain more stamina so that you can, one, help your guild more by, playing more, so to speak. And you can, use it to, instead of having to pay gems to keep going for the day, you can just use these items. And of course, you got these other things you can get to. And even boss coins, with a 7.4k right there is. They actually just added this, like, I want to say days ago, a few days ago. But if you go to redeem, boom, now you'll know what you can get with your coin. So basically, you can get skins for fragments. I'm currently working on getting Turtle Fighter. Apparently, it takes a crap ton of their fragments to actually earn it. I'm not even sure if it's worth it. If you guys think that the skin fragments for characters is worth it, let me know in the comments. Because if it's not worth it, I might just stop trying because I don't know. I'm just not sure if it's worth spending all the resources just to change how they look and maybe bump their stats a little. I just don't know if it's worth it or not. So that's why I'm not aggressively pushing for it. But we'll see what happens, I guess. It's just, I don't know, guys. I really don't. I'm not feeling it personally. But let me know if I should feel it. If nothing else, I'll probably get just some of the regular items or whatnot. So, at least participate in this only because you get items for it, Especially the better ranking you've had. I've only ranked one time, but, it's still worth doing. And again, like I've been preaching before, continue to do War of the Gods because that's how you're going to be able to get stuff to help your heroes camp out as far as building new structures, especially at the beginning of the month because you get your prize for the month. You usually get a lot if you do well enough, and then boom, you can start building stuff, which is pretty much what I did when it came out. So, Other than that, I mean, that's the main things that I've been working on. I got some new heroes that I pushed to Red +2. For example, I pushed, who are the most recent ones? I actually pushed Imperial Executioner to 102, or yeah, I mean, sorry, to Red 2, level 105, just because I was looking for more midline heroes that were not females, because I know that sometimes Rose Fencer can be just a pain. But when I'm going up against Turtle Fighter, Imperial Executioner does well against Turtle Fighter as well. So there's a twofold reason for me to do this. I pushed him. I pushed Chemist. I actually got his legendary skill, because I don't know if I mentioned this on the previous video, but there's actually a legendary skill that he has now, which basically boosts his defense, more or less. Makes it where it's harder to kill him. But I pushed him, another midline hero who can become the front eventually, who's not a female that Rose Fincher's not going to destroy right off the bat. I also pushed Time Traveler. I've been kind of wanting to push him for a long time, but never did because I was so distracted with others. He's just the hero that looks good on paper to me, and I'll kind of go over his stats just to kind of give you an idea. So his abilities, if I can keep it from going away, releases a time barrier that stuns enemies passing through and deals magic damage. So the magic damage right now at max level increases by 1,980 damage, and the stunning hit rate increases with levels. So it will definitely hit enemies at level 110 or lower. So basically, it stuns and then deals damage as his active skill, or his like ultimate, I should say. The time lock skill, he locks an enemy of the most magic power, dealing magic damage to them. Does about 16k damage over time. So this is damage over time, which helps with in certain scenarios for other things you're trying to beat. So Time Traveler could be good in Outland Portal for certain heroes or against certain people. He creates a chronosphere where enemies receive magic damage over time, so more damage over time. So obviously, this is like really good against certain people, and where I just mentioned. And then Time Seal, this is like kind of more. These are usually their passive abilities, but if I can never let it stay, come on. So enemies damaged by Miguel will be marked with a time seal. The time seal reduces enemies' magic power and will explode to deal holy damage when stacked to a certain amount. Increases holy damage by 4,400, reduces the target's magic power by 218. The reason that I think this ability is good is because it says it deals holy damage. Holy damage is one of those universal damages that is there's no like resistance to it basically, because some people can resist physical more, some people can resist magic more, but no one does anything to holy. So anytime you have someone that can deal holy damage, that's potential right there. So I looked at him when I first got him and I thought this guy looks good on paper, and he actually looks pretty cool. You know, it's kind of like a blue reaper kind of person. I don't know. It just looks kind of cool. So, and I've been trying to use them. I haven't figured out the best way to use them other than Outland Portal. But I'm trying. I really am, guys. I also pushed Evil Rabbit to Red +2. Just because, you know, he's another frontline hero that can deal some damage. Apparently, he's pretty good in the guild raid. So I've been using him every now and then trying to boost my scores. Haven't been able to push for a top score in a while though. My top 10 rankings are starting to drop these days, but I'll be back in the hunt one day. I'll be back there. I'm trying to figure it out. Who else have I pushed lately? And I think that's it actually. And the next person that I'm working on right now, I'm working on Forest Fairy because apparently she's halfway decent in the in Guild Raid as well. So I'm pushing her, and I'm also pushing for Dwarf Warrior because he's just a really, really good tank. And I've been wanting to push him for a long time and just haven't been able to. So now that I'm less distracted, I'm going to be working on him and the one I just mentioned, Forest Fairy. And then as far as Legendary is concerned, right now I'm currently working on, I don't know actually, let's find out, Quest. Okay, so I'm working on Scorpion Queen. So, you know, and I'm the collector kind of guy, so I have to make sure I make everyone legendary. There were some people that I didn't realize had legendary skills, like for example, Chemist. When I saw he had legendary, I pushed him immediately. But right now I'm working on Scorpion Queen, so we're just kind of doing that right now. Haven't got the shards yet, but I'll get there eventually. And beating the levels you need to beat to do their last part is not difficult. And the second abilities, yes, it has been confirmed that, for example, well, after you get the item, for a legendary hero, and then it tells you to like do like 10 instances of something in the time rift or whatever. If you do a raid, yeah, if you raid it, like do a raid +2 or whatever, or a raid +5 on the other ones, it counts. So even though it says that they have to be like included on the team, if you just do a raid, it will count it automatically. So you don't actually have to put her on the team and actually go through the motions. So you can still raid the items that you're used to raiding, and it's not going to count against you. It actually counts towards making it happen. So all you have to do is for 2 different days, do whatever its part is, and you can just do, the third stage, which is beating a level using whatever statistics and using that hero. So pretty legit. Getting someone legendary is not difficult. It was difficult for me when I first started because I was level 90. And, sometimes when you're just level 90 and the only thing you have at your disposal is like, I think it was just orange at the time. Orange +2, maybe, I'm not sure. So it was really tough. For example, for me to get Ice Mage because he was the first one I ever did. And man, was it hard to get for me when I was doing it. And as a matter of fact, there was a lot of other people at that same time that were complaining about how Ice Mage's legendary quest was just super difficult. Of course, if I was to go back and do it now, it'd be easy because red and 105 and all that goodness. But you know what I mean. Um, Again, I'm hype about the fact that you can be level 110 now, so that gives me another goal to strive for. I'm not pushing for the red +3 equipments because you have to be like level 108 in order to have them. So right now, my main focus is to push as many people as I want and as I can to red +2 before I reach the appropriate level to get the more equipment. And then once I'm at that level, then I'll actually get the real equipment that I need. I've also been working on the campaign mode a little bit. I gotten, I'm not sure where I was the last time I did the video. I haven't really been pushing lately to go farther, but this is pretty much where I'm at right now. I'm on chapter 20. I might off screen push a little bit harder, but because I'm trying to just get gear for certain people in certain scenarios, I really haven't been pushing for this, but I should actually try finishing this out just in case there are items further on that I can get while getting other items. Because the best way to get more bang for your buck is to, while you're getting an item for someone you need, check what stages you can get them in. Because if you can, sometimes you can get a twofer. Like I was mentioning earlier, how I can use dragon shoes to get another item that I want. And I'll kind of show you what I mean. Cause I mentioned this in a video a while back, but we're just going to revisit it for those of you who are like, what the heck are you talking about? Alright, so let's just go to Dwarf War. Let's pretend that I'm trying to boost him or something, right? And we'll also pretend that I need these dragon shoes. So I tap on the dragon shoes, I tap on the item to see what level it is. I go to chapter 18, Cursed Shadows, and I'm like, you know what? I actually do need another Ring of Spectre. So because I need a Ring of Spectre and I'm currently working on dragon reel shoes, I can use this area to grind in to get 2 items that I need. So that's the best way to look at each level, see what items they have, and then if you're allowed, and if they have items that you need in multiples, pick that stage that you need, and maybe you might actually find something you want and get more bang for your buck. Like if I was really trying to get this red item, I could do that. You know what I mean? So that's just kind of an idea. And I haven't been doing elites in a long time, so I'm behind on that. Honestly, I haven't had a need to go to elite mode really. Um, a lot of times I can just go to like the shops to get them. As a matter of fact, some new stuff that I did not know that I'm working on now for the Crusade, which I've been kind of ignoring for a while. I finished off Evil Rabbit and then I stopped playing Crusade because I had a ton of money or gold, but I need to start playing again, so I'm low again. But Cat Lolly is now a new hero that I can get, so I'm going to be doing Crusade now to get her, at least until she's done. And then I believe it was the Grand Arena where I recently finished off Spider Queen. I don't know if I'm ever going to use her or not, but because I'm a collector, I just pushed her to 5 stars because why not? So that deal is done. And then for regular arena, I believe I'm working on Mechanical Destroyer. Yeah, so I'm working on him, and I have lots of resources, so I can push him pretty soon. And I think that's it as far as areas that I can get heroes I don't have on. So that's why I'm not really pushing for elites, because I can always go to these other areas and get them. And then as far as the guild tournament is concerned, as far as the Creature to Push. I recently finished Time Traveler, and I'm now working on. No, sorry, I did Time Traveler, finished Forest Fairy. Now I'm working on Fiend Slayer. So now as far as the rest of them, the ones that I don't have right now is Tarot Prophet, Serpent Warlock, Ooze. I have them. I don't have them at 5-star, but just to get you guys' opinion, between Ooze, Serpent Warlock, Tarot Prophet, Ghost Knight, Troll Princess, or Dope King, who should I put at 5-star after I finish with Fiend Slayer? Let me know in the comments. Everybody else already have 5 stars, but the rest of these guys are like probably 3 stars right now, maybe 4, who knows. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. I'll be happy to check it out. I know that Tarot Prophet's been a big deal lately, so that might be a popular one. I don't know if Dope King's actually worth it or not. I do like Troll Princess because from what I can tell, and I think I mentioned this during the video when she was a Hot Soul hero, I believe she's really, really good at Guild Raid. So that's something to consider as well. And look at that. I'm still getting like admiration. I like that. Even though I'm not the leader anymore. I appreciate you guys for supporting me, even though I stepped down. But that's going to be the video for today. I just kind of wanted to get some first impressions on Warhol Level 6 and just kind of show off what I'm kind of working on, what I'm doing. Maybe get some feedback and advice from you guys for the questions that I've asked. Wanted to kind of make sure you guys know to participate in Boss War, participate in War of the Gods. This is what's going to give you good items to help you out throughout the game. So just keep doing it. This isn't me just advertising for the sake of forcing you to be active in your guild. This is me just helping you at this point. Because these are instructional videos, obviously. So hopefully this was informative for you. And again, if you have any suggestions or the responses to the question that I've asked, please leave it in the comments. And until then, you guys take it easy.